everyone. Today I'm going to go over on a Mac computer how to enlarge or make bigger your font or text as well as your mouse cursor. So this varies depending on what platform or what you're using on your Mac. So I'm going to show it to you in 3 different ways. 1, just your overall computer settings. 2, in Safari, if you're using that, which is built into your computer, as well as Google Chrome in case you're looking for that. So let's dive in. Doesn't matter if you have things open or not on your computer. Up on the top left, you might notice a little apple. We're going to click on that. Then from there, we're going to go to the system settings, which for me is the second option. Now in here, once this opens up, what we're going to do is go down to accessibility. Once we're on accessibility, we're going to go to display. Click on that, and then in here, if you notice, we'll scroll down and you'll see text there. Now I kept mine small so that you can see the changes as we change this. So next to text size, it says default. If I click on that, now this little kind of thing where I can drag and move opens up. So when I drag this over here on the right, you're going to notice that those folders and the words underneath them got larger. You'll also notice I opened up one of those folders, and here it is. And you'll notice that this all got a little bit bigger as well. Another part that will actually get smaller and bigger is where it says these things over here on the left. So you'll notice small, a little bit bigger, and it seems to have a little bit more of a delay, but it does get bigger and smaller, as you can see there. Now, in order for things to change like that, here where you see calendar, finder, mail, messages, and notes, these are different applications that you might use. You have to choose to either use something specific, or if you choose this use preferred reading size, it's going to go off of what you're choosing here. So if you want that to change in those, go ahead and choose that from the options. And then when you're done, click done. Now another spot, I mentioned how we're going to change the mouse as well. And mine is currently small right now, but if you scroll down a little bit more, you see pointer, right? So let me try and make this text a little bit bigger for you. So now if I go down to pointer, you'll see here, it says pointer size. Now if I move this over, my pointer got bigger, yay! So that's how you can make your pointer bigger for your mouse, and that's how you can change kind of your text font sizing if you would like. So notice though, that an option in here for the text size, these were just built-in platforms, and it was not every single thing that you have on your computer, which means certain programs that you use might not use this information. So I'm going to leave it the way it is, and then what we're going to do is open up, we'll start with Safari, because that's something that you likely have built into your computer. Your Mac should come with it. This is where you might go to search on, go to any website. So I'm just going to go to google.com and use this as our base. Now, unfortunately, Safari doesn't have a way to just enlarge the words or specific components. The primary way that you do this is if you just kind of are in here on your keyboard, you press Command, hold that, then Option, and hold that, and then the plus button that's up in the right corner by Delete. You'll notice it just zoomed in on everything, but the stuff on the side went away, right? I can click that again and get closer and closer, but it's really just zooming in the entire screen. So you may or may not like that, and then you can press minus to make it go back. So plus will zoom in, minus will go back. Another way that you can do this, if you actually want to like keep the other stuff that's on your screen, is when you're in here, instead of pressing Command Option, we're just going to click Command, hold that, and then plus. And I want you to watch carefully to like this area here. So I'll do it again. Notice how we're zooming in, but what we're doing is kind of shrinking just the stuff in Safari. If I want to go out, Command minus and brings it back. Now it doesn't quite tell you where the normal is, So you kind of have to play with that to find what you're comfortable with, but plus and minus will go in and out. So that's one way that you can change it in Safari. So Google Chrome also, you can do that zoom in and zoom out in the same way. So Command Option plus zooms all the way in, minus zooms us back out, and then the Command plus will do the zooming in just on there, and the minus will get us back out. However, they do have another way to change your text font size as well, but I don't find that it always works. So I'll go through and you can play with it if you want, but up here on the top right, we can click on those three little dots. Then come down to Settings. Click on that, and then once you're in here, over here on the left, you will go to Appearance. From here, in the middle-ish, you can kind of see font size and then medium recommended. If you click on what you want, you can then choose to switch it. You can notice it doesn't automatically change anything for me. So I've changed it, but it doesn't change everything. So if I close that out, open up Chrome again, you can see that things are still the same size. So it does change it for something, but I can't quite always tell what. So that's just something for you to keep in mind, and you can go play with if you would like, and if you feel like changing it back, that's how you get there. So I hope that helps you out. If you've got questions about your Mac or just techie questions and you want it explained in hopefully a little bit of an easier way that you can understand, put it in the comments below. I'll jump on and make a video like this one for you. Have a great day.